Good morning, sleepyheads. Welcome back to the second daily devotional video. And at this point, I can say it's daily because it's only been 2 days, but we'll see how daily this ends up being. My goal is to do a short little video like this as much as I can in August. So if that means every day, then wow. But if it means twice a week, then that's also more than I have been doing. So let's get into it. Today's verse is actually going to be one that's before yesterday, but that's okay. So it's Hosea 2:5, which I probably should have had opened. Turn there with me as I'm turning if you want. Hosea is after the book of Daniel, if that helps at all. It's kind of towards the end of the Old Testament. Okay, we're going to read Hosea 2:5. It says, "For their mother has played the harlot. She who conceived them has behaved shamefully. For she said, I will go after my lovers who give me my bread and my water, my wool and my linen, my oil and my drink." Okay, so background, if you didn't hear yesterday's video. So talking about God's relationship, excuse me, God's relationship with the Israelites. And oh my goodness, my morning voice. I'm recording this on Tuesday morning because if somebody looks up the definition of procrastination, my picture is probably front and center. So I intended to do this earlier, but here we are. So it's literally Tuesday morning when I'm recording this. Anyways, TMI maybe. Background for this, talking about the relationship between God and the Israelites, and it uses the analogy of a marriage. And so basically, the Israelites had been unfaithful to God, like a wife would have been unfaithful to her husband, perhaps. And so it's saying that she, Israel, was going after her other lovers as a woman would go after other people besides her husband. And the thing that stood out to me here, I was kind of convicted of two things here. So, mistake number one would be mistaking who we get these good things from. So, it says that she was going after these people or these places or other gods that she thought was giving her her bread, her water, wool and linen, oil and her drink. So like her food, her daily sustenance, her clothing, her oil and her drink, her like extra pleasures. She thought that she was getting all these things from the world, basically. And so that was something that I thought that could be like a reflection or something to ask ourselves is who are we crediting these good things in life to? And a lot of times it isn't God. And I think um, for humans, it's really hard to attach an invisible source to something visible, right? We don't physically see God watering the plants outside. We don't physically see him planting. We don't physically see him putting the groceries in the store for us to go and buy. We don't physically see him hand us our paycheck at work or sew our clothes for us. And so it could be hard for us to really realize that God is the source of all those things, but he is. And so that's the first thing that I would say um, for myself was something that I had to like confess is um, I wasn't giving God credit for what he should get credit for. And I was even accounting all these things, all these good things that I had to the world. I wasn't realizing that he like he ultimately is one taking care of everything and providing for me. Um, the Bible says that every good and perfect gift comes down from God. And so when I have good things in life, it's a dangerous mistake to not remember God for them and not to thank God for them, because the reason why that's dangerous is leads into like the second mistake or the second thing that I had to confess is that I was then going after those earthly quote unquote sources for good, because once we believe that our good things come from them, that's when we go after them and chase them, right? Because we want more of that, or because we believe that they are what's sustaining us. So that was like the second possible mistake that could be made for us is, yeah, turning to those earthly sources. So whether it's, whether we felt like, sorry, I would, a question that I would ask you or ask myself is, where do I feel loved from? And where do I feel like that satisfaction from in the world? And it could be from other people. It could be from them like praising you. It could be from your appearance, from having a certain muscle tone, or being a certain weight. It could be from the way that you eat and being having that pride in how many calories you hit, or how much protein you eat. It could be in how much money you make, or your role at your job, whether you're moving up or not. It could be in how talented you are in music or sports, or how intelligent you are, or it could be from people, from your spouse or your partner, or from your kids, or from your friends even. Anything in life can make us feel loved and make us feel that sort of satisfaction, right? But the problem is, am I going after that thing instead of the one who allows for those things to bless me? Um, if I go after those things, I make it an idol, and I chase after the gift instead of the giver. And that's what's really dangerous here. So, yeah, I would encourage you to think through the good things that you experience in life and really make it an intention to connect those back to God, and then stop yourself from going to those earthly or worldly things for more love and satisfaction, and instead go straight to the source who you just recognized is God instead, because He is the true lover of each of your souls, and He can love you better than any person on earth can, or any amount of money can make you feel loved or accomplished. Um, God is love, literally the definition, and so He knows how to do it best. So go back to Him, let Him love you, and yeah, be loyal to Him. Okay, those are the thoughts that I had for today. Possibly check back in tomorrow, and maybe there'll be more. Okay, have a great day, guys. Bye.